Hey Gemini, what's up gang? I hope everybody is well. We're gonna go ahead and just do just what you need to know, like let's just find out what you need to know from Spirit, okay? If that's something that interests you, go ahead and stick around. Now Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box because it has all the information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. It is. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Okay, if you're returning Gemini, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. Guys, I hope that you're doing what's best for you. And everybody, thank you so much for the support that y'all give, okay? You guys are freaking awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. They're showing me mushrooms right off the bat. Spontaneous movement, spontaneous improvement, spontaneous adjustment, I just heard. So you might be spontaneously adjusting something. Maybe something was set in a certain place and now you're just like, oh, that's how I want it instead. I don't know. There could be something like that. Oh, I don't know what that is. There could be this, I don't know which one popped. There could be this energy of like suddenly rearranging furniture or suddenly rearranging something in your house. Like feeling like you want something to be different suddenly. I don't know. I'm getting that energy. I'm also seeing stairs, Gemini, just stairs. I don't know where they're leading to. So maybe that's what you feel like. You feel like you're on a journey, or you feel like a path has opened up ahead of you and you don't know where this is going to lead you. It's almost like the stairs, when I see it in my mind's eye, I'm seeing like you're going into the darkness, but it's not the darkness of like negativity. It's the darkness of not having clarity, right? Like not having all the information, all the facts that you need to know. Some of you guys might like poker, or you might like rummy, or I don't know, like 21 blackjack or something like that. There's like this energy of playing card games, but I'm also seeing coins. And so casino, gambling. Some of you guys might think that you're taking a gamble right now, or something is a gamble, something is a risk, okay? I don't know. That's what I'm getting. Some of you guys might need to be careful. If you go gambling, you don't want to go, don't go in nobody's basement. If you're gambling in Las Vegas, I don't know. There's something about that, like being led. Feeling like you're being led, or feeling like it's a gamble to be led by something, Gemini. You are feeling that like higher power, okay? With the message in the bottle. Yeah, that's that energy. Like you feel like Spirit's speaking to you, or you feel like something's speaking to you, something's leading you, okay? Maybe you're trying to distinguish if this is from Spirit or what this is. I also feel like you're getting a lot of downloads. You're having a lot of spiritual clarity right now. Things are clear for you, Gemini, probably more clear than they've ever been. They're also showing me like a wishing well. So there could be this energy of looking into something, seeing your future, or making a wish and seeing it realized. Maybe you feel like you might have that power or that ability. Some of you, your mind is blown because you see what Spirit is giving you, and you might feel like it's a gamble, but I feel like you also see the divinity behind it. Like you see that Spirit has given this to you for a reason. Some of you, your mind might be blown because you all of a sudden acquired a new gift, and this new gift is like popping and you're like, holy shit, right? So there is something like that, Gemini. Some of you I'm getting this energy for some of you that you're seeing that you can manifest suddenly. Like you unlock something. Yeah, it's like a keyhole right here to her mind. There's like this energy of like you've unlocked something and you're seeing that you are actually a master manifester. There's something about that. Like you're seeing that you're able to manifest. We have message in a bottle, and we have blessed. Yeah, I feel like you might have gotten this message recently that you have some kind of spiritual gift or ability, or that you have a talent, or that something is favoring you. It feels like a higher power might be favoring you right now, Gemini. If this doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate, but that's the energy I'm getting though, okay? I feel like you feel like that. Some of you might be astral traveling and feeling like you're going places, you're visiting places at night. Some of you might be doing that to avoid chaos and conflict in your life, and avoid the forks in the road where you feel like you have to make choices, Gemini. Some of you are at that. You're at this energy of like being where you're at a fork in the road, but you know that to move, to make a choice, and there's several choices possibly. There could be several choices here. It's like you know that to do that, it's actually going to end up maybe bringing some kind of chaos and conflict to your life. And maybe not like it is the chaos and conflict, but what it represents, what it brings, the disruption, the changes that it causes in your life are actually what brings the chaos and conflict. But I feel like you still want it, right? Like, I feel like there's this energy of like, well, it's from spirit, right? I feel like you're thinking, Gemini, you're in deep reflection about where you are here and now, and the past and the future, and what this looks like for you, because neither the past nor the future truly exist, right? If we're only in the ever-present moment, and if all time is like linear and everything is happening simultaneously at once, then there is no such thing as the past and the future. There's only the now, because that's what you're creating. You haven't created the future now, and the past doesn't matter. It's gone, right? Not that the lessons that you didn't learn from the past don't matter, but you see what I'm saying here. So there's this energy of like really needing to reflect on where you're at right now, what you feel right now. Not reflect on how you used to feel about something, or what this could possibly potentially bring. Some of you guys might be worried about money, because my hand is itching. You might feel like money is going to be affected by whatever this is, with the change in the wind. Yeah, some of you definitely feel like you need to clean some shit up in your life and get ready for whatever this is with this higher power energy. What else do we have for Gemini? We have why. Some of you are questioning the gifts that Spirit has given you, or you're questioning the path, the way that something has happened. 31 reducing to 4, 44, that's a master number, okay? And Spirit's like, why? The fates. Because it's fated. 17 reducing to 8, that is like infinity on its side, right? So it's basically the energy of past lives merging and destined events and things that were written before time. It's like you want to find the information, you want the knowledge. Like I said, you're walking up that stairway into the darkness, and it's not that it's the negativity, it's just the uncertainty. It's like you're not seeing where you're going here. So a lot of you are asking, you're like questioning, you're asking questions, you're praying, you're maybe getting some kind of advice or help from a trusted confidant right now. Some of you guys could be researching something, researching resources, looking up you know, the legal aspects behind something, Gemini. Yeah, you feel like it's time to clean something up, or you feel like Spirit is providing you with a way to clean things up in your life, okay? Like suddenly the way is open. I'm hearing the way maker, okay? Okay, last one, serendipity. And isn't that like the thing though, right? Because sometimes in life, certain things are just not going to make sense, Gemini, right? Like sometimes there is this energy of having to trust the process, having to see the miracle in things, having to see that there is a higher power that's looking out for you. And I feel like for a lot of you, there might not be a problem doing that, but for some reason in this case there is. Like in this case, it feels like you need more questions answered than what you've been given. And I feel like what Spirit's hitting you back with is, this is all just a particular circumstances and events that have conspired together, Gemini. So you just need to trust it, right? Like that's the energy here. And you're like, what? Okay. I don't know. Yeah. Treasure Island, Gemini, between worlds. You might feel like you're on the way to Treasure Island, or that suddenly you see it now in front of you. That's the energy I'm getting. It's like there's something about having a greater hope now, but there's also this energy of all that glitters is not gold, and that's something that's been taught to you, you know, your whole life. So you're waiting for the other shoe to drop for some of you guys. I feel like you need to test the Spirit, and you also need to send it to Spirit, right? Especially since higher power is the first card out here. That could be something that you're going to ask, you're reflecting on. Maybe you don't know if this came from a higher power or not, and you're like, I need to discuss this with Spirit to figure out if this is something that I can trust. It says blessed, Gemini, right? Truth be told, you are. Right? Right? Truth be told, you are blessed. That's that energy. You're just between worlds. You're coming out of that darkness, that energy of not being able to see clear and going into clarity. It's almost like as soon as you get up to the stairs, you go past what you think is that darkness, you walk into the light. You're like, oh, there was like a shadow. Yeah. Spirit's like, the shadow is your motherfucking ego, though. Okay, that's what the shadow is. That's what you have to walk through. That's why you couldn't see anything, okay? That's the energy I'm getting. Let's pull some tarot on this. Actually, I'm going to use a different tarot deck. It's not different. I use it all the time. It's the Modern Witch Tarot, but it's like my favorite tarot. I love the illustrations. They're on point. Anyways, higher power for Gemini. How is this relevant for Gemini? Higher power, death. Something might be ending. Scorpio energy, Gemini energy out the gate with the Lovers. Something might be ending in your life, or several things are ending. Several shifts are happening. You might be feeling like you're in the midst of a great transformation. They're showing me the the caterpillar going into the cocoon, basically, is what they're showing me right now. I feel like you've been through that cocoon period and now you're breaking free from something. It's almost like you only have just a couple more steps left, Gemini, with this death energy, especially with this card. He's like gnawing away. It's like it's holding on by one little strand here, okay? And that's what you have to... there could be this energy of like spirit has helped you cut most of this rope or has been there, and maybe there is this energy of spirit handing you the sword and being like, you have to make the final blow. It is important, right, for you to make the final blow. And it doesn't mean that you're alone. It doesn't mean that spirit's not there with you. It's just that you have to do it, okay? So there is that energy here, especially with the Lover's card on the bottom of the deck, because that's talking about a spiritual choice, a significant choice. It's talking about not being in two, excuse me, that on silent, not being in two minds about something, right? Being connected with yourself, being connected with a higher power, and seeing that you are on the right path. You're doing exactly what you need to do. For some of you, red wildflowers could be significant, or poppies. I know poppies are something of like a memorial. So maybe you are mourning the past or mourning what was, now that your mind has been busted wide open and you see something in like a completely different way. It's like there's been a complete reality shift suddenly for somebody out there. Okay, with the Fool energy, yeah, you feel like you're off on a new journey and you're excited about it. Okay, that's the energy that I'm getting here. But this journey does take some kind of a risk, though. I'm also picking that up. Like, yeah, you do have to look at something from a different perspective. I feel like it has a lot to do with your self-worth. Like, are you deserving of this? If this is not really for me, how is it going to make me feel if it doesn't work out? Would I be putting myself into a worse off situation? That's the kind of energy that I'm getting. With some of these gifts, it's like, am I able to do this? Do I really have this talent? Do I really have this ability? Am I really skilled? Like, is this really what spirit is telling me to do? Like, for some of you, you are mediums with that death to the higher power, and especially with the psychic, the hangman card out here. It's like there's this energy of like, okay, if this is something that's meant for me, is it going to change everything? Is it going to cause more hardship? Is it going to make me feel like I'm alienated? Maybe more so than I already am, right? So there is a lot of fear out here about the changes in your life, the transformations in your life, Gemini, that you're going through, okay? Lovers was upside down. I feel like you've been upside down, right? Look, hangman. Wow, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about the fact that he's upside down in front of me. Anyways, with the Ace of Cups, yeah, that's the thing. You need to pour into yourself. It's about your self-confidence, your sense of self-worth. What do you feel like you're deserving of? Because you're only ever going to put up with what you feel like you deserve. People like to walk around here and go, well, I'm stuck in this shitty situation because I have no choice. And yeah, to a certain extent, to a certain point, you will have no choice. But there's always a choice. There's always a way. It might take hard work. It might take alienation. It might take lack of reputation. It might take your funds getting destroyed. It could take you losing something that's very fucking precious to you. It could be all or any of these things, right? But it doesn't mean that you don't have a choice. You're not a victim. So you can make the choices that you want to make, even if they're hard. And that's the perspective shift. That's the perspective shift that I feel like you're seeing right now. Where Spirit's like, I've shown you the way. I've placed you where you need to be. I've given you everything. I've unlocked the doors to your mind to show you, right? You have to do the final blow, though. It doesn't feel like it would be that much, but it's obviously significant if Spirit needs you to do it, okay? And I do feel like, again, it has something to do with your sense of self-value, self-worth, and the things that you're deserving of. Letting go of some act and just being real, perhaps. Like, just being real, being who you are, not putting on any kind of, like, airs to prove anything or live up to anybody's standards, but to allow yourself to step into full authenticity, you know, to allow yourself to realize you only have one fucking life, and you were given some kind of gift or some kind of, like, something has happened with this higher power energy and what you're transforming into with this death energy. And you're just ready, it feels like, for a lot of you. Queen of Pentacles, for some of you, there might have been a very structured, like, working with others, working on a team, making sure everybody else was good before yourself, making sure that everybody else's needs were met before yours. And I feel like there could have been this energy of really wanting to please somebody, really wanting to make somebody happy. But now you're seeing that that person that you need to be making happy is yourself. okay? For some of you, you are nurturing these abilities, these gifts. You are learning about this, and some of you may be going back to school or even apprenticing and studying up on something to get into this position of feeling like you are abundant or you're secure, okay? For some of you, there is this energy of possibly a divorce happening. Our earth signs, Scorpio, Libra, could be significant somehow. But this doesn't have to be just a divorce of a marriage. This could be a divorce of like a job, a partnership, a business partnership, a contract. This could also be, you know, a spiritual contract that maybe you have with a mother or a sister or a brother or somebody who has like a strong hold on you, Gemini. Like there could even be a divorce of something with like a group or a society, right? With this Two of Pentacles here, it's like you have two choices. Okay, you have two things you're looking at. You have two things that you can dedicate energy into. King of Pentacles, look at that. For some of you, yeah, this is involving some kind of connection, or for some of you, maybe a marriage, maybe not. Maybe it's a family connection, maybe it's a friendship, maybe it's, again, a business partnership, but there is this energy of needing to choose what you want to focus on, or what you're going to put your energy into, or how you're going to approach something, okay? Because I feel the Queen of Pentacles is a very hands-on type of energy. She's very much get there, roll up her sleeves, get to work with everybody else. I mean, her broom is up, and where is his broom? Does he even have one? He's drinking wine, he's eating cake, you know, everybody's laying around, dog's got a bone. He's been sitting there so long, there's vines growing on his legs. It's almost like there's this energy of do I sit back and accept, or do I create? I don't know. There's something there with that, okay? But the higher power energy is showing you the possibilities out there, Gemini. It's showing you the things that are meant for you. Okay. This is why. I kind of feel like I already know what this is, but what is this for Gemini? This why energy. I feel like I already know what this is. Okay, so 5 of Cups. Some of you feel like you can't possibly have what the higher powers have given you. So even though it's very meant to be, even though it's very serendipitous, even though it's very like, you know, like Spirit has unlocked some things and shown you some things, you still feel like it's impossible. Or you still feel like there's something that is like, you're suffering an L in some way, okay? That is for some of you guys. Now for others of you, I feel like there's this energy of getting past the regrets, getting past the guilt of the past, of not making the choices that you feel like you should have made, or not listening when you feel like you should have listened, or being complacent and allowing yourself to stay in situations where you feel like they're not actually feeding you. I mean, you see this now, but maybe you didn't before. There's this energy with the Empress here of like, you're meant to create, you're ever pregnant, male or female, with growth, with abundance, with creativity, with ideas, like to put into the universe, to put into the world, you know? And so maybe you've been stifling your creativity almost in a way too, by focusing on what hasn't worked out, your wish fulfillment that maybe you feel like you didn't get. For some of you, the story is like, yeah, you see your wish fulfillment, but you're like, why? Why would this be given to me? I can't have it. I have to, you know, like, am I disconnected here? Are we not on the same page? I feel like, yeah, you guys are on the same page, but maybe the books are in different languages, is what I got. Like you're reading the same book, but it's a different language, so you're not interpreting it the same. I don't know, like one's seeing chicken scratch, one's seeing the way. It almost feels like. I don't know, Gemini. Take it as it resonates. Serendipity. 6 of Cups, Judgment, with the 5 of Pentacles, or excuse me, 5 of Wands. Okay. So what I'm getting here with this serendipity is you are seeing that something is meant for you. Like you are destined for something, that this higher power, that Spirit has given you something, or given you a certain set of skills, and, you know, opened up your mind, or you have a gift, an opportunity. This could definitely be involving a soulmate, but it doesn't have to be with the 6 of Cups. There's heavy Scorpio energy out here too with this Judgment and this Death card. I feel like you're reflecting on this, and this could come in a dream, this could come in a song, it could come in a vision for some of you guys. Something could come on the wind, like you're being led. You're just sitting here, you know, moving to the beat of your own drum, right? That's within. And I feel like all of a sudden you step into what you were meant to do. That's the energy I'm getting here. And we are going from the 5 of Cups to the 6 of Cups here. So there is this energy of like letting go of what has been lost, letting go of what you feel like you're missing out on, or what you feel like hasn't worked out or has caused so much turbulence in your life, and deciding to step into what Spirit has prepared for you, or what you feel is prepared for you. With this Five of Wands here, there's this energy of like chaos and conflict that it could cause around you. Like, yeah, Gemini, for some fucking reason, your happiness does bring pain to other people. I don't really get it, but okay, it is a Gemini thing. People don't like to see us shine. They don't like to see us happy, because when we do it like no fucking other. So there is this energy here of like, yeah, you know, you leaving, or you stirring shit up, or you going after what's destined for you, you following down your unique path, standing in your authenticity, listening to the guiding voice within, which is Spirit, is causing other people's anger, jealousy, envy, complexes, fucking insecurities, whatever the hell they got going on. It's causing it to boil up. I feel like even their ancestors are getting riled at each other. Some of these people could be going and getting readings on you. Some of these people could be trying to put shit on you with this High Priestess, Devil, Five of Wands energy. If you have a feminine ancestor that you know guards you, she is guarding you. I get that energy very strongly, okay? But I do feel like some people are trying to figure out the T too on you, or the method behind your madness here. It feels like, Gemini, okay? And it's just being you. You're just being authentic. You're just doing what Spirit has given you, but they're trying to crack some kind of code, or there is some kind of jealousy. There's also this energy of people wanting you to stay bound, wanting you to stay tied. They don't want you to go after this serendipitous shit, whatever this is that's meant for you. There's an energy of people around you that might be trying to control you too, Gemini, okay? All right, I think we're going to cut it there. So I do hope that the reading helps. I hope it resonates. I hope it does something, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.